Hello everyone, it's Casey here, back again on my YouTube channel, The Astrologini. I wanted to make a video for this new moon that's going on right now in Capricorn. It's at 28 degrees Capricorn, and new moons are all about seeding new intentions and fresh starts and new beginnings. New moons are also a sacred time. Ancient time also considers new moons to be very holy and sacred, where people lived more like monks during the new moon for its transit for about 3 days, where the cerebral spinal fluid replenishes, where your natural oils in your head and hair actually, you'll notice your head and hair get more oily because you're replenishing that cerebral spinal fluid during new moons, especially when the moon is in your own sun sign. But anyway, that's a different topic, which I've talked about. But 28 degrees Capricorn, this is where the new moon is at. And Capricorn energy is all about being practical, being pragmatic, being structured, being productive, being responsible, and disciplined. And it's about using our time wisely. And new moons, like I said, are all about seeding these new intentions towards that energy. And so basically, this is a much better time to actually capitalize on New Year's resolutions. This is the time to really, get a fresh start on what your New Year's resolutions, especially because it's in stellium in conjunction to Mercury and Mars. So our thought process and communication, as well as our actions and drives, our passions and ambitions, Mars. So that's basically, we're able to apply thought to action with a very practical, hardworking, disciplined sign. So we will feel more motivated with this new moon to really capitalize on what our New Year's resolutions are. Not only that, but it is the last new moon of the year of the wood snake in Chinese astrology, because the next new moon will be the new moon in Aquarius, which always marks the new Chinese year, which would be the year of the fire horse. So this is like the whole ending of the cycles of the year 9 we had in 2025 and the Chinese year of the wood snake. This is the final new moon to shed and let things fade away, cycles to end and dissolve, and now focus on the beginning of seeding all things that you want to plant and grow right now through hard work and affirmative actions. Now, Capricorn also governs over governments, establishments, authorities, structures. So there could be affirmative actions taking place within the government, especially with Mars as god of war. There could be something going on related to war or the military. And it's also trine to Uranus. So Uranus is in Taurus at 27 degrees. And that can bring a lot of financial opportunity unexpectedly, even. Because Uranus is all about unexpected, sudden, abrupt. It rules over change and revolution, and Taurus governs over financial matters and changes to our monetary system. And cryptocurrency began when Uranus entered Taurus. So that goes to show you what the change and revolutions are with our monetary system. And since it's trine, the government could be taking some kind of affirmative action towards our financial system, and it could possibly involve something with war or military in order to do so. I don't really pay attention to politics, but like I've said before. But for us on a personal level, the Uranus trine here can also create some unexpected opportunity related to finances for us as well. The trines flow very harmoniously and creatively. with this stellium in Capricorn, the sun, moon, Mercury, and Mars, our spirit, our soul, our mentality, and our passion, our action. Also within this new moon is Venus had just entered into Aquarius, and it's conjuncting Pluto. And Venus is all about our pleasures and our relationships and our attachments and values. And those matters are now being dragged down into the underworld for a deeper but more authenticated look at them with Pluto. So it's kind of going through like a purifying cleansing or transformation. And in Aquarius, it could mean something in related to the collective and humanity at large, our relationship with humanity at large. I've always said Pluto in Aquarius is going to be either the power of the people or the power over the people. It just depends on our collective unit. And, we could be very much, transforming the way we're looking at our personal view that we have towards humanity and how to change it and transform it. And it's not necessarily a natural conjunction, but it's an out of sign conjunction by relation to close degrees with the Venus and Pluto. So it does have a relative conjunction with these 4 planets, but it's not a natural conjunction. It's an out of sign conjunction, so it's maybe a little less felt in that sense towards the new moon, but still an aspect to it nonetheless, and a part of it. And yeah, so I already talked about the trine there with Uranus, and we also have this sextile going on with in Pisces at 27 degrees at where Saturn is in Pisces, and 29 degrees Neptune. Neptune's almost done with its 165-year cycle. January 26th will move into Aries for good, where it will settle. And like I said, with the year of the wood snake, shedding and fading away and dissolving, this new moon is giving us a lot of opportunity to solidify the endings of the cycles and the things that we don't want. Sextiles bring open lines of communication and opportunity our way, so we can really ground reality into the spiritual inspiration that we really want at Neptune, as long as we dissolve and not stay too fixed with our mentality and our beliefs and structures of things. So that's really important. But we have an opportunity to really set the record straight and get a clear mind on what it is that we want to build and solidify, because the next new moon will be a complete change as we enter the year of the fire horse, and it will be a partial solar eclipse as well, so it's very powerful. But this new moon is also very powerful, and it's a great launching pad for New Year's resolutions, taking action and putting things in play that you want to do that require managing your emotions with practical efforts, being practical in general, pragmatic, disciplined, responsible, and being wise with your time, and reviewing our relationships transformatively with the Venus-Pluto conjunction in Aquarius. So take advantage of these aspects right now. They're very good, they're very powerful, and they're ushering into this new era that we're going to enter, especially next month with the Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries at the 0.0 degrees Aries. So this is the time to start and dissolve away the old and begin the new. And it's still within the square to Chiron, so we're still having some friction and some pressures to heal our wounds. But as long as we take advantage of this action, we can keep the healing going. And there should be some opportunities to flow our way as well. But we do got to work. It comes with you put in the work, the opportunities will present themselves. That's how I see this new moon. So, yeah, so that's what I got here for this new moon. You guys don't just take care, but give care too, and I will see you next time.